Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. My name's Michael, welcome back to the stream. Today is May 8th, 2025, and we are back, going to be doing some more programming and teaching ourselves some programming. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much, truly, for joining me and hanging out with me again. Let's go ahead and get the lights on. I gotta get our lights on. There we go. Oh, and we're back. Inching along. All right, let's get into this. Where is it? Let's go here. Come on. All right. So I've been watching this video series here for React JS. So yeah, I thank you guys so much for being here. I'm about an hour and a half into this video here. I've learned quite a bit so far. We're gonna go ahead and back it up and just go to the beginning to actually get things installed, and then we're going to that'll be our project here so far. So let's go here to and go git status on our project. We're on dev, so let's go git branch dev, or we'll go git checkout branch. We'll say dev react. Okay, now we'll go git status. All right, now we're on dev react. So what we'll do here is let's go see what we got going on. Let's go back to this. So I'm on hour and 123. Okay. So let's go here.
Web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio features you gotta know. So first on My React app, and that's the name of the folder. I'm assuming you already have one downloaded.
Okay, so
Next, find runtime. Move on these topics if you need to catch up or you need a refresher. So that's a quick overview of React. We'll move on to the installation instructions next. We're going to download Node.js from this URL, nodejs.org. Node.js is a back-end JavaScript runtime environment. It executes JavaScript code outside of a web browser. We're mostly interested in the Node package manager that comes with it. Let's download the latest version of Node.js outside of a web browser. So that's a quick overview of React. We'll move on to the installation instructions next. We're going to download Node.js from this URL, nodejs.org.
okay, so let's go to nodejs.org. Let's go to download, Mac installer, allow. Okay, so we install this here. Disconnected. All right. Okay, so we got Node.js installed now.
Org. Node.js is a back-end JavaScript run with it. Let's download the latest version of Node.js. Next. Yep. Then development series, I'm assuming you... Just for convenience, I'll place my project folder on my desktop. Go to the hamburger menu up top. Terminal, new terminal. We're within our website folder. We will type the command npm, meaning node package manager.
Okay. So I go node package manager.
Create Vite at latest, meaning latest version. Vite's a development server. It's a modern replacement to Create React App, which is now outdated. Hit enter. We'll need a name for this project. A common naming convention for a user's first React project is My React App.
Oh, hold on. React. JavaScript. Okay, so there's our My React app. See My React. Install. cd My React. npm install.
That's a common name. We will... Alright, here are the last few commands, and they are given to us. We'll change the directory to our React app. cd, meaning change directory, My React App. And that's the name of the folder where our project is located. npm install, that is the second command. The last command is npm run dev to start the development server. npm run dev. All right, so our web server is found at this address. Let's copy it.
Okay. Okay. So My React app. Right, then you have the source with stylings.
Then edit terminal, new terminal, the folder. This folder, that is all. I'm quickly going to cover the... And let's refresh that. Yep, it seems like it's working. So yes, I forgot to mention that server. I'm quickly going to cover the project structure our project relies on. A few of which are build tools, utility libraries, routing library. The folder contains any public assets, one of which in here is a Vite image. It should be this image right here. This folder can contain public fonts, images, videos. They're not bundled during the final output. They're typically available via a URL. Just to demonstrate, I'm going to delete this image file and see what happens. Yep, and that logo is gone. So my Vite logo was a public asset via a URL. And let's put that back. Then we have the source folder. We'll spend 99% of our time within the source folder.
Huh. Why in the public? In the public. Um, okay, so what did he delete? What did he do? There's the Vite image there. So if I delete that image, refresh. Delete that. Okay, so there you go, app CSS. Set up here, return. Okay, so then if I go
Public folder. This folder is available and can contain images and videos, but public assets are not, and they're generally available as JSX file. Remember that JSX is JavaScript XML, an app component, which we are importing. We have two JS file for our application. We're importing this file from our main JSX file right here. So that's the source folder. Then we have an index.html. We're importing this file up, and we have an index CSS style sheet. This is the main CSS file for our application. We're importing this file from our main JSX file right here. So that's the source folder. Then we have an index.html file. This is the main entry point into our program. Within the body of our document, we have a dev element with an ID of root, as well as a script to our main JSX file. A few other things you should know about is this package JSON file. JSON files are structured in key value pairs. This file contains porting app to main JSX. This is our main JSX file. Think of it as the main JavaScript file. We are creating a root element. That should eliminate our sample project. And we no longer need these imports. We can delete them too. But you do want to keep this export statement. Components can have dedicated style sheets, which you can see here for app CSS. We are going to delete this because we no longer need it. We do have an app component that's going to serve as the root. We will add other components to our app component. Our app component ties them all together. To create a new component, go to your source folder. We're going to write.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go, you guys. Let's try to figure this out here. All right, so from what I understand, I'm going to go back to my hour 23 mark from where I was.
Vibe coding is a trend you don't want to miss out on. So are you wondering
Oh my god, can you believe this? Vibe coding is a trend you don't want to miss out on.
And margin.
Okay, so this is what we'll do.
Will be 0.
Let's go ahead. We have app here. We'll close these. We'll open it up whatever it is to wrap our stuff in here. Let's go ahead and in our source folder, create a new file. We'll call this, so in our index.html here, so we'll have a header. Okay. So let's go assets, create a header dot JSX, or sorry, not assets, in source. Okay. So in here we're going to say function right, header, okay, and then so we open up the function, we open up a function here, and then we need to say export default header. Okay, so now that happens.
All right, now when I hover over one of these list items, element, we'll set the source later.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give, let's go to our index HTML here. So in here we have our header here. So how I'm going to structure this is I'm going to do something kind of similar, right? But not as detailed because it doesn't need to be. It's isolated its own environment here. So what we'll do is we'll say, we'll open up a div. We'll give this a class name, right, equal to header inside of the header div. We're going to have the h1 for the header title, this guy here. And then we're going to have the nav here. Right, so that inside you have the title, and you have the nav here. Take the nav. Right? Okay. We're going to leave these list elements off. We need to give these classes. Like so. That closes that list element. Get rid of this class. Get rid of this class. Move that down. Down. Get rid of this class. That in. Down like that. Get rid of this class. Like that. Okay, so header nav, header title. Nice. So then let me go like this. Let me do, I'll just put some inline JavaScript in here. Const header title is equal to a string of Michael Deming. And we have const header so then I don't need to go digging into here. I'll just put into here header title like such. So now I don't need to go digging. I'm going to have these just out front as so. Const header, or we'll say nav option 1 equals to about, and I'll put that into there. And then we'll copy this down, nav option 2, nav option 3, nav option 4. So this is about, we'll say, this is going to be, we want blog, community, or projects, blog, and then community. It's going to be nav option 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll stick those in place of these guys. I'm going to copy this down once more, have this reference. Nav option 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, like so. Hey, how's it going, Tim? I don't know. Should we do Deming Field as a page on our site? What do you guys think? Okay, so that's, now we have that. So then let's go up to our app.js. Let's go up to here. We're going to say, up at the top, at our top of our app.js, we're going to say import header from header. And then we're going to return header How does he do it?
They usually have a title, description. We will return our card. You need an opening tag and a closing tag. And there's our card so far.
Oh, okay. Return and inside of here we'll have a header card. Ugh.
We'll be applying some CSS styling momentarily. There is a shortcut in place of using an
It's not connected. It's not showing anything here. Why isn't it showing anything?
opening and closing tag. Exactly. Video, I'll show you header. They're not bundled during the final output. They're typically a yep and back. Folder image down in this program file. We will add other components to our app component. Our app component ties them all together. To create a new component, go to your source folder. We're going to right click, then go to new file. We will create a component for a header. The extension is JSX because it's a job.
Return header within the app function in Huh. Anybody know why I can't see
Have a
my
header component.
page?
Enter, React, common name, you can hit enter and replace. We will type the script to our React app, project run dev. Let's paste that address. And here we are within our... Hey, this is Future Bro. I was editing this video, and I totally forgot to mention how you can restart the server if you close out of it. All you gotta do is open up a terminal. Let's go to terminal, the name of the folder, and let's refresh that. Yep, it seems like it's working. So yes, I forgot to mention that. Utility libraries, routing libraries, just to name a few. We won't...
Hmm. Export default header. Huh. Okay, so that was responsive. We're gonna remove that image. So then why is my app? Let's throw that in there and see what it says. This is my header. Export default header. Console to check the errors, that's a good idea. React Dev Tools for better experience. Okay. No issues. Refreshing console. Huh. Let's see, let's take our header. I am not getting any output on my Vite server. Oh, awkward. So we need to return that. There we go. There we go. We gotta return it. Okay, cool. So now that is our header being returned. So then what I can do is I can go ahead and style this accordingly in our index.css. I'm going to take this, get rid of that. Let's go over to our current CSS here. I'm gonna add my body. I'm gonna add all these. Okay, so we have body, 2% padding. Okay, perfect. So then we got header. This is my header class itself. Display space between. Okay. And then we have nav list. This is, if you go back to header JSX nav, header nav is the ID for the nav. I'm gonna get rid of this. Header nav. So we'll say header container. Okay, so this is, sorry, whoops. Let's put this over here. So our dot header, and then we're gonna do, we have, instead of nav, we have nav list. This is gonna be say class name header nav. Like that. Display flex align. So the navigation is now display flex. We'll display inline. So we have the nav itself. We'll access the unordered list inside of the nav. I'll access the line item inside, and we'll make this display flex. Okay, not like that. We don't want to access. There we go. We'll do space between here. Okay. So then what I'll do is I'll access can I do like a subcomponent of the actual list element in here? No. So if I go dot header nav line item, I do margin left, we'll say to EM. Okay. And then we'll give text decoration none. If I went Hey Johnson, what do you mean really surprised I'm not using AI? Burn. Hey, Zop, how's it going? Using the gap property. Okay, that's a good idea. Rather than using margin, we want to use gap, right? So do you use it on the actual... So on the... Can I do... So then if we don't want to... Say anchor, text decoration, none. I'll say gap 20 pixels. There we go. So now you have gap. Perfect. Thank you so much. That was perfect. On the container. On the container itself rather than the UL. So we have the header nav UL list. No, it's this is a lemonade. Costco strawberry lemonade. It's the best lemonade. Um, have you heard about your new war going on between IND versus Pakistan? There's a new war going on? Oh boy. Hey, Dat Steel. Welcome. Welcome back, dude. Okay, so we added gap between on the UL list containers, so rather than the header, because we don't want to do on the header nav. What if I got rid of this? So then header nav is the navigation itself with an unordered list in it. So the header nav is like a container in itself. So I'm giving the container display flex. Okay. Okay, so then overflow. So on this we'll say overflow X auto. No, overflow. So if I say scroll, so I wouldn't want to do it on the individual line item actually. I want to do it on the unordered list itself under header nav. Or if the header gets on actually the, so on here on overflow wrap, flex wrap, wrap, like that. So now it'll wrap like so. Not terrible. What if I do like overflow here on the X as scroll? So now you're able to scroll on the overflow here. Not really though. So then I would probably want to put the overflow on the header. So I put a scroll there, and if I shrunk, now you'd be able to scroll, which I don't want. So now I'm accessing everything. So if we say auto here, now it just defaults to scroll. If I say hidden, it'll bleed off. It won't bleed, it kind of just hides with a margin. Okay, then if I say, what are my other options? Visible. now it just bleeds. Okay, so then I want, so maybe here we'll say flex wrap. Okay, that wraps the entire double section. So I do want the flex wrap then on the header UL here, on the nav itself. Okay. Let me get back to tunes here. Are you taking Mother's Day off? Nah, man, we grinding. Hey, Marty, how's it going? Daria, how's it going? Welcome, Daria. Eric, what's going on? Love it. Let me know if you guys use React. Do any of you guys know how to use React? We're trying to learn it here today. We're already 45 minutes into the stream. What? It's flying by. Holy crap. That's crazy. 45 minutes in already. Yeah, I use Safari for my I like Safari, but here I'm using Chrome. Okay, so okay, gotcha. There we go. Okay, nice. So now our header is back to what it was. Now let's just access the actual anchor item. We're gonna say color equals to black. So now, got it. Sweet, perfect. So I'll make the gap a little bit less. We'll say 10 pixels. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, cool. We're converting over our old, our current portfolio draft we did yesterday into React now. Love from India. Hey, dude, how's it going? I want to start learning Python specifically for DSA. Any advice on where to start? Yeah, dude, I have Data Structures and Algorithms in Python book linked in my Discord. Go ahead and start reading that book, dude. If you want, you can go back to my past streams. I started reading. I'm on chapter 11 right now. I need to go back and continue reading that. It's not enough time in the day, not enough too many projects, too much stuff to learn. But you can go back and reference my live reading on the channel and all my notes. I have a repo of all the solutions to the end of chapter problems. The R ones, what are they called? They're reinforcement problems. Are you going to be using Vite or something similar to build a static site? Well, this is Vite. I'm using Vite right now. I'm not sure what you mean in build a static site. I mean, yeah, I guess that's what we're doing right now. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so next, that's our header node. Cool. Let's go ahead and create a new Lego. I can't remember what they're called. We'll call this one job we'll call this education .jsx, right? And then we're going to create one more called experience.jsx, and then we're going to create one called job.jsx, and then we're going to create one called degree.jsx. Okay, cool. So our first is going to be experience. So let's go to our index.html here. We have work experience right here. So this is what we're going to take. So the experience, we're going to have a function called work experience. Right, work experience. And then, or no, how did we do this last time? Oh, sorry. We'll open this up. Okay. We have function work experience. We're going to return what are we going to return? We're going to return this header, employment experience. We're going to return the current job, so this div here. Okay, so then, and then what we're going to do is we're going to return a job, right? And then we're going to go to our job container, our job here, and let's make this. We're going to call this a job. Right, and we're going to return a job. So our job is going to be, let's bring this over. So our job is going to be this current job container here. So let's take this, paste that into here. So we have this here. Current job. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in, what are they called? They're called, starts with a P. What are they called? What are they called, my friends? Props.
When did you first know?
So we're going to pass in props here for this job. So then what I'm going to use is, this is div class name is a job. Okay. Inside this div we have the company name location. So here I'm going to put props dot company name. Here I'm going to put props dot company location. Okay. Here position title is going to be stay. Okay. So we'll say here is going to be props dot job highlight 1. I'll take this, pass this here, props job highlight 1 description. Okay, and then I will copy these down basically 2 more times and make these props 2, 2, 3, 3. So now we just need to pass in props when creating this job. How do we do the props part? I forgot that. Let's go here.
You were an engineer. At 6 years old, you took apart the family radio just to see how it worked. At 17, you wrote your first game because you knew you could.
Easier to read. Now, it is good practice if you're accepting props to set up prop types, just in case the values that are passed in are not. Because when you return, you exit, this would work too. Then a value for the key name. So heading back to our app component, we need to import the student component. Let's do so at the top. Import student file equals some value. Update everything. We have the name. To get the value associated.
Okay. So do I have to establish these props anywhere? No, just on the call of inside the tag. Okay. So let's call in our app here. Ooh. We have a header, and we're going to create a work experience. Okay. Our experience. So we'll go from or import job from job. Import header, that's not header. Why is this giving me an error? So if I go here and give company location equals to test, I say company name, location, job highlights 1, job highlight description. Job highlight 1 description. I take these, copy them down. 2, 2, 3, 3. Why doesn't this work?
Is student will be a Boolean. True or false. SpongeBob is in boating school currently. He is a student. Let's save. Heading back to our student component, I'll include a new paragraph. Student, colon, space, curly braces, props, dot, is student. SpongeBob is a student. That is true. How
Huh. Why isn't it like this? They're very close, but a couple of issues. Componenting. Work experience. Oh, I need to import work experience here. We'll rename this to work. Work experience. Return 2 JSONs. We need to wrap this in a, what's it called? And you can't return two things, you have to wrap this in a parent, like such. So now we have work experience being added on. And work experience, we're calling a job, which we're putting in these values. And then in job, failed to load source app. This could be due to syntax errors importing non-existing modules. Source/job does not provide an exported named default at work experience. One, two. Huh. What does this mean? That error means job does not have a default export. Add a default export in job recommended. If you meant to export job as default, like job. Oh, I need to export default job. Okay, so now if we go back here and refresh. I just want to go to home. Why is this on my about.html? What's going on here? App index.html. Main.jsx. App strict mode being rude. Hey, how's it going, Francis? Welcome. Okay, so now we're not getting anything here. Why? Does not provide an export name default. Work experience. Oh, we need that here. So let's say export default work experience. There we go. Okay, so that's our job. Test. So let me quickly go into here and do company name here. So the thing is I want to do job. It doesn't read spaces. So how do you insert a space? It's ampersand. Curly braces. No, it's ampersand. What is a literal space in HTML? Ampersand NBSP : semicolon. Okay. So how does it look though with this? Let me go here. Let me run just a live server here. Position, title. Highlight title 1, 2, details. Cool. Gotcha. Okay, so we just need to put over then this job, this spacing at the start here of each of these, like so. Bolding this. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Okay. So company name, company location, position title. We'll just do highlight 1, description. Highlight 2. Highlight 3, description. Okay, so now that looks just like that. So now what we can do really easily is just copy this down, and now you have that. And so now what we can do though is we can give our job some individual styling, right? So let's go to our kudos to you for giving it a try even though it's not on your course. Oh yeah, I've already finished the Harvard CS50X. I released my project about a couple weeks ago. Go check that out. And I also just released on my most recent project, chromaplot.com. So you guys should go check that one out too. Join my Discord link down below. Hello everybody, my name is Michael. I'm 26 years old. I got a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry. I be teaching myself how to code every single day after my 9-to-5 job. Currently I'm using React. I wrote a basic mock-up for a personal portfolio site and kind of like a resume yesterday in HTML and CSS, and now I watched about half of a React kind of tutorial video, and or a quarter of it, and so now we're converting over into these React elements because it is much easier. From what I like it a lot. What do you guys like React? Using it? Do you guys use it? If you guys would like access to all my resources, I have everything in my Discord link down below. We're also almost to 2K subs, so if you guys want to we're hoping to hit 2K this stream. So I really appreciate you guys being here and joining me. We're 16 subs away, so we're almost there, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I stream every single day, teaching myself how to code after my 9 to 5 job as a formulation chemist. I've been working as a chemist for about 3.5 years now. Okay, so we have a job here. So now let's go give some styling to this individual job. So let's see what kind of styling we're doing here to the jobs. So on work experience to the job container, we're giving padding left and the degree container padding right. Okay, so body header nav. This is nothing. I just like that. So this is going to be header nav list items. Okay, so now we have here is going to be, right, this is going to be job. Okay, so on the job, what do we want to do? We want to give the job, so the job itself is going to have some padding to the right of the employment experience. So I'm going to say, let's go to really quickly, where's our job here? Our job has a class name of job, okay? So we'll go dot job. We'll open this up. We're going to say padding left 5%. Cool. That brought in the job itself in from the employment experience. And then I gave it some margin on the bottom of 35 pixels on the bottom here. So when I add another job on. So what I'll do here is I'll go over to my work experience and I'll add on another job. And there it is. Just as easy as that. I'm not logging off until Mike hits 2K. Me either. We're almost there, you guys. 15 subs. We're learning React. A lot of people have been wanting us to learn React, so this is it here. Okay, so next I want to we have a job, and then inside the job itself, I have a job, and then I have a UL, a list, and that list it's already getting nested in there pretty decently. So I might leave it like that. Right. Okay, cool. Good job. Okay. Now, what else do I want to do? So I gave these ones some padding to bring it in even further, but I don't know if I want to do that. Let's try it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's go to our index here. Let's go to .job ul. Opens up padding left of an additional 5%. So that brought it in. Why did that bring it to the left? Padding left. If I say padding right, 5%. If I say 50%, can't do it. If I say pad left 50%, then you go way over. So I go 10%. Oh, it has a natural padding in it, and 5% wasn't enough. So if I go 15%, now it's pretty heavily padded. Even more so. Now that looks really ugly. So let's go to rem. I'll increase that to like 10 rem or 5 rem. That looks good. Now that we'll put this on 2 rem. That looks really good. Then I'll put this on, this padding on 2 rem as well. Nice. That looks good. That looks really nice. Padding right. So maybe I need to go 5 rem? Oh no. Why is my... Let me go on the nav itself on the UL. Let me say pad left 2 rem. Pad right, I mean. That back at percent. Okay, whatever. All right, so that's that. Now what we'll do is we're gonna make, that's a job in our work experience sections. So now we're gonna make a, hey James, how's it going? I'm new here, I'm inspired by your progress. Could you summarize the resources you used so far and the resources you plan to use? Yeah, no worries, dude. I got a Discord link down below where you can get access to everything. I have it all mapped out for you guys in there, and it's really awesome. It's complete, all my notes, individual notes, all my courses I've taken, the stuff I've watched, everything's in there in the Discord, you guys. And there are tons of community resources in there as well. My past projects that are now open source for you guys to look at, and also submit pull requests to improve and find areas to also fix and add new features if you would like. It's all in there for you guys. Consider, subbing along. We're almost at 2K, you guys. Woo! Okay. Next. Okay, next up we want to I want to build a work experience. So we have education now. So education is going to take in something similar as work experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this into education. I'm going to make this education. I'm going to say import degree from degree, and then I'll say import, yeah, degree from degree, that's fine. So then we'll make this a degree, rather. Cool, and then let's open up our index HTML and find what, and then we'll open up, hold on, let's open up our job. Whatever, let's open up our degree. We're going to write a function here called degree that will take in, and we'll have, degree is going to have props in it. So our degree is going to look like the degree we wrote yesterday. So here, that right there. So we're going to return this here. Right, so we have a div degree, degree title, so this is going to be here, we're going to wrap this in curly braces and call this props dot degree title. This is going to be here, props dot university title. Props dot uni we'll say institution name. Institution name, right? In props, institution city, institution state, and then we'll do graduation here, so this is props dot graduation month, and then we have props month, this is year. Okay, right, so then when did I start? 11 months ago. We're almost on the 1 year mark. What do you plan on learning from here? Once we get our site up and going and get some front end experience, I plan on continuing on with our data science and learning, continuing on with Python, and incorporating our front end frameworks with our Python backend, to provide more chemistry and biology related stuff. So I kind of want to make like a site that is kind of like a carnival site, like a festival. I don't know, like a what's like a better, like a fair site, like, as in like a fair, like a, there's just a bunch of stuff, like a catch-all site for like a bunch of chemistry resources and tools, like a bunch of converters, or like from various units, or various or whatnot, converters, or and then different type, like the chroma plot we can have on there. So all these different types of, you know, chemistry related, yeah, like online chem resources or something would be cool. Or just continuing on with more um, related projects for in that field, right? Chemistry projects. So make sure you guys subscribe. And if you guys haven't seen, go to chromaplot.com. Chromaplot.com. That's my site. It takes forever to generate plots though because it's the free degree highlights. This is props.degree highlight title. Props.degree highlight description. And so what I'll do is I'm going to go back to our work experience, or no, our education, our job. I want to get that ampersand, NBSP. Go to our degree. So we need it to go here, here, here. We need it to go here. We need it to go here. Okay. We need it to go here. And then we're going to export default degree. Okay, and then in education, we're importing degree. We're exporting default education. So here, we're going to give the various things for a degree. So degree title. Institution name. Institution city. Institution state. Graduation month. Graduation year. Degree highlights title. Highlights description. So I'll say this was, I graduated in 2021. I graduated in December. Graduated Logan, Utah. Utah State University. Bachelor of Science, Human Biology minor. 3. So we add that degree into the employment experience. And so we need to enter the education. So it says right. Let's go Aggies. I've already completed CS50 Leaf. I completed the CS50X and CS50P already. The Small Business Manager was my final project to CS50X. The Inventory Manager was the project to my CS50P. So go back and check those out on my channel for those demo videos. Yeah, they're currently out there right now. Okay, so um, this is science with a minor in chemistry. With minor in chemistry. Okay, so then if we go ahead and now add the degree or the education onto the app here. So import education, and then we'll add in why do I keep doing that? An education instance. Export default education. Return. An error occurred in the degree component. Uncaught reference. Institution state is not defined at degree. There we go. All right. So I have a degree there. And so what I'll do is now in my index.css, I'm going to put onto here degree. Job dot degree. Now those look the same. Beautiful. Now we're back to where we were yesterday. Look at that. We've successfully converted our... That's really cool. And I didn't need to use any, like hardly any AI just to get some simple just syntax stuff and error checking. But I successfully was able to convert our 2 hours yesterday of HTML and CSS work into a React framework here using Node.js to visualize the with Vite here. Cool. Utah State University, Logan, Utah, December 2021. Show me a format for degree on a resume. Let's see. Degree earned, major, university name, city or state, month, Okay, so then I'll go back to the degree. I'll make the institution name be bolded. We're going to remove the comma between the city and the state. How did I have it? I said Bachelor of Science. Okay, so let's format. I like that. So let's say we have the degree title. Right. And then we're going to have here props dot degree major. Okay, and then we'll put the space here, like so. So now if we go back to our education here, we're going to give a degree major equal to human biology, minor chemistry. Okay, and then we'll make this just be Bachelor of Science. And then back to our degree, we bold why is that's the only thing being wrapped in a bold? Why is that other stuff bolded? This is wrapped in a bold. Why is human biology with a minor in chemistry being bolded down here? Oh, you guys can't really see that well, sorry. There you go. Why is that being bolded here? Oh, one more from 99. You guys are awesome. All right. Why are we having being bolded? Why is my major being bold? Rendering inside an H3 tag. Oh. That's why. How to make the H3 not wrap all other text. Degree title. Font weight normal. No, I want to take it. I want to say I don't want the degree on a new line. You can make it strong. So let me go here, I'll make it a strong then, how about? We'll remove these. You have Bachelor of Science. No, it's just too small. I don't like that. And I keep the H3 and have it in line. So just change the style to inline. With this here. On the here. There we go. You have to do 2. What about you just do 1? 1 doesn't work either. Okay, you have to do 2, display inline. Okay, I'm gonna give it my degree here and see if it likes it. The updated degree component works correctly in terms of keeping the degree title and major in the same line. Thanks for saying to stay on the 3rd line. That said, there's few improvements by trying to consider. You should not nest an H3 inside of a paragraph. That's invalid. I'm nesting an H3 inside of a paragraph? No. You are here. Oh, whatever. Okay. Hey, 1992, we moving up, Tim! We almost there! That's crazy, you guys. Okay, so now it looks like this. How does this look, you guys? Looks pretty good. You guys are awesome. Um, I can do either. I just like to do the music for you guys because I feel like you guys like that music rather than just raw silence. Okay. All right, we are officially back to square one here. We have education, Bachelor of Science, human biology with a minor in chemistry, Utah State University, Logan, Utah, December 2021. And then highlight. What should I focus with? The music's good just to keep my thoughts from like cluttering. It kind of helps with like just getting rid of that like static or like keeping kind of like a static, you know. I don't know if that's like a ADD thing or what. All right. That looks good. That looks really good. So I'll go ahead. I'm going to start populating some info here. Okay, so here, let's go app, work education here. Degree, highlight 3. Honors. Do that and then do, this was, is it with an E? Or is it no E? Pause. And then do I have to wrap that in italics? Hey, could you move chat over, please? Maybe above the webcam. Yeah, no worries. I got you. Sorry. Maybe I'll put it here. And then what I'll do is I'll drag this up so you guys, I have to force myself to scroll. There you go. That looks good. That looks really good. I like that. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys think we should add anything else for this main resume section? So it's not going to have too much. It's going to be just employment experience and education. And then on the right side, I might have like some just links. I'm going to put, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a, on the right side right here, I'm going to put basically like a screenshot of my GitHub and a screenshot of my LinkedIn. And maybe I'll actually pull like a live feed of my LinkedIn and my GitHub. Like two squares for like kind of like cards. I'll make some cards in in React here to house kind of like a section for like my LinkedIn, like a frame of it, and then sorry. Do you program better with music or silence? Oh, I already answered that one. Are you raw dogging this? Yes. Yeah, we are. CSS. Yes, we are. 7 away. We're 5 away, you guys. Hold on. If you guys aren't in my Discord, hello, my name's Michael. I really, really appreciate you guys for joining me here. We're about to hit 2,000 subscribers. Woo! I've been teaching myself how to code for about 11 months now. I've been doing daily streams for about 6. I've maybe 5 or 6 months now daily streams. So that truly thank you guys so much for stopping in every single day. I've been doing it every day on it, and so we've come a long way. I'm able to kind of pick things up pretty quickly here. I'm able to kind of work my way through just basic React here within the relative to just very basics, getting HTML set up with some styling, and developing these kind of Lego blocks. But I really appreciate you guys joining me here. As you can see, I have a bachelor's of science in human biology and a minor in chemistry. Yeah. Which you focus best with? 708 might you try to replace. Two finals, and tomorrow and the semester is over. Nice, distracted. Then you're gonna be coding with me every day, right? Ahmed, did you do most of your studying in college with music, even if the hard subjects like chemistry? Yeah. I don't put on music that has words though. Music that has words or like loud like beats, like they kind of take you out of that flow state. So stuff like this, like smooth, like if you want to have a little bit of a beat to it, you can, but jazz, classical music, it like really helps you get in that flow state. I don't know what there is about it, some science behind it, but hey Brian, what's going on? Yeah, 2K, we're almost there. 4 away, you guys. If you guys are here new, we're 4 subs away. If any of you guys want to be lucky number 2,000, try your luck. I'm gonna try to get a screenshot. Oop, whoops, sorry. I pulled up in the wrong app here. I'm gonna try to get a screenshot here when we hit 2K. Oh, 3 away. You guys are so awesome. You guys are subbing up like crazy. When you full screen the website, it was in the way. Oh, got you. Do you use OBS or Stream Elements for streaming? I'm trying to learn how to do overlays. I do OBS. Everything is through OBS here. And I do use Social Stream as like my chat thing. Putting my wine in the freezer. What's up, Juan? How's it going? I appreciate you. I'll be here more often when the semester ends. Also, I plan on daily streaming. Hyped. You're going to daily stream too? Distracted. Nice. What's your YouTube? If you're going to daily stream, we should do a project together. Us, Tim, the people that come in here on the daily basis. We should all work and take like a week and do like a project-a-thon, a hackathon, and build a project in a week together. See what we can build in like a week time frame. We log in every day from 7 to 9 PST. 2 away. We're 2 away, you guys. Woo! Ahmed says 1998. Thank you, Ahmed. Hey, Zanah, what's going on, dude? All the way over in Pakistan. Wow. Welcome. The sun's up over there. How's the future? How's May 9th? Would you be down for that, Tim? And the people that come in here on the daily basis, if we got together like a group of like 5 people and we decided, okay, let's try to build a project in a week on stream? Like a hackathon? But like a week-long event kind of thing? Yeah, distracted. I think that'd be a super fun idea. We could do that for like a 2K special. I gotta open up some CS cases though. Hopefully we hit a knife to give away to you guys. Thank you, Ahmed. I appreciate you. You're so nice. Oh, 99! I'm waiting for 2,000 so I can hit this screenshot. 2,000 is on deck! Who wants to be lucky number 2K? Oh, I thought we were going to hit it maybe this weekend, but Christmas comes early, boys! All right, once I'll fill in the resume stuff once we hit this 2K here. We're 1 sub away. Who's it going to be? Reveal yourself. Show yourself. Oh boy. Waiting for it. Oh. Trunks, is he gonna be it? Trunks, did you do it? Oh no, 201. I just missed it. It did it all in one swoop. Shoot. Someone's gonna have to unsub. Don't all do it at once now. That's funny. You guys are great. You know, honestly, I'll give my little speech here for you guys. I stream every single day. Truly, you guys, it would be a lot, you know, less entertaining, a lot less motivating for me to, you know, come in here and just be alone. Yes, I would do it, but really, really here, trust me, it helps to have you guys in here with me, you know, cheering me on, but also cheering yourself on as well. Oop, I got the screenshot. Someone unsubbed. Let's go. All right, I'm posting that in the Discord on the channel announcements. All right, let's post that up here. Two Banes. All right, you guys are awesome. I really, really appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me. You know, truly, you know, if you guys are finding yourselves or struggling to hold yourselves accountable in your own programming on a daily basis, use this stream to, you know, hold yourself accountable. I stream every single day. You don't have to necessarily be working on what I'm doing on the stream or paying attention, but you can just have it on in the background and just, you know, working at the same time, kind of collaboratively. You'll be surprised at how motivating it is just to have people like there, you know, with you to do things. So I really appreciate you guys being here, and we're at 2,000 subs. Someone got to clip that right here. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is awesome. I have some open source projects, Felipe, in my Discord, linked down below on my GitHub as well. The Small Business Manager and the chromaplot.com are both open source for you guys live, for you guys to also look at and contribute to if you would feel free. All right, let's continue on here. So we have this now. Let's go ahead and fill in our job stuff here. So job, here we go. Work experience, here we go. So work experience on job number 1. So this is company name. This is going to be, I'm about to dox myself here, you guys. I have never actually said my company name live, but I guess it doesn't really matter. You guys can always see my LinkedIn. So I work for Mr. Thermo Fisher, the biotech company Thermo Fisher. It is a pretty big company. And then I'm actually going to, I think, for this purpose, I think I'm going to actually remove the company location, right? I'm not going to dox myself completely here. But I am going to go to my job here and remove location here. Hey, Tim, yes, what's going on? Yes, congrats are in order. Congrats to all of you guys as well. You know, this is hours that you guys have also put in, you know, studying alongside me, doing whatever. And, you know, really, I think you guys can, I can't talk, oh my God. I think you guys can attest that just by coming in on a daily basis and talking and just seeing the familiar code over and over again, it just really helps to reinforce these concepts on like a smaller level, and then over the course of a week, 2 weeks, a month, we have a really solid foundation of understanding of these concepts. What made you move to Cali? Work and a woman. Yes, we're learning React right now. I got a job in California, but my lady's also from here, so. Okay, and I like the sunshine. I was over the cold in Utah. I had snow in college, and I was done with it. Okay, so highlight 1. So this is going to be science to right, and this is going to be scientist 1. And this is going to be scientist 1. Okay. All right. What do you guys think? How should I format these, like, promotion-wise? Yeah, Tim, that's exactly it. Hit it right on the head. Had to get out of there. Had to get out of there. Should I make the job have another list below here for these positions? Or should I have the position title be with the description? Let's do this. Let's have a job have position title and then we'll go here. This will be props dot job title. We're going to put in a space here. And then we'll go back to our work experience. We'll add in a job title equal to this. And so then we'll just make this temp right now. Or we'll say highlight. Highlight like that, and then we'll go back to our job and we'll make this be bold. There we go. So we have position title, scientist 2, formulation chemistry. Maybe I'll just even remove this position title altogether. And then what happens if I just remove the bold? And then let's remove I'm going to take this like so. Highlight. this. We have highlight, and then we'll remove these. We'll copy this down, do 2, 3, and then go back to work experience. Remove that, that, and that. Remove that. Highlight, highlight, perfect. So now company name. So this is the job title. So if I take this and I put it inside the unordered list, it indents like that. It's not what I want. So I need to kind of indent this actual job itself of the so let's go to our styles. Let's grab the job. I'm going to give this a specific class of equal to quote, oh, what the heck? Job title. So what we'll do is we'll access .job title and a unordered list, and we'll say padding left 2 rem. Unordered list. That's within the job. So we'll go .job dot job title. So if we make this like 5, that puts it in even more. Let me make this 4. There we go. That looks good. Okay, Mike. Okay. Good luck, Mike. Getting some quick studying and sleeping before finals. Super down for group project 1. Just let me know the date and times in the Discord. Yeah, we'll have to set something up and plan it out. That sounds like something I'm really interested in, for sure. Let's do it. You down, Tim? The job title, UL, job UL degree. Maybe just job title. Okay, so job. Formulation Researching chemistry. Then we want to say should try using some Tailwind. Yeah, people always keep saying to use Tailwind and stuff. We'll get there eventually. I still am trying to understand actual, CSS. Okay, so now what we're gonna do. The only thing is this isn't in. We need that to go in. Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, Utah State University, honors. So then we have job title. So we need degree. So in degree we have degree. Degree title. We have degree. Because this is all wrapped in that paragraph. Oh no, this has its own paragraph. It's here. After graduation year. So we'll open this up. We'll call class equals to degree. Degree, degree in institution. Copy this into here. We'll go degree dot degree dot degree institution. We'll open this up and do the same here. Okay. And then drop UL. Okay, we'll take this down there. Search. Okay. So then we'll go back into degree here and we'll get rid of this here. That looks good. Clean. Okay, so now I'm gonna go here and go background color. I'm gonna do what color should we do? Like hue. Kind of want to do just like a could make a dark mode, right? So just slide off gray. It's 90%. Okay. So now, if I go font, family, what's some good fonts? What's your guys' favorite font? That one's not bad. So I just make it Arial. Okay. Okay, so I go body header. So if I go to header, header title, hey, Code, thanks so much. I appreciate you, Shori. Thank you. 2K, you guys. We hit 2K today. So we're going to header, nav, items. We're going to go weight, bold. Okay. Michael Deming about projects, blog, community. going to rotate the about here to header. Nav option 1. Project log. Okay. So there's no way that that should be. So let me go to this. Let me go header nav. Border. Black. How to border a nav. Two pixels solid. Okay, so that's not what it looks like. So then if I shrink, it starts to bleed like that. That's why it goes off. Why is there a left gap? So it's right like this. So header is getting aligned. So the header, we're displaying them flex, inline, center, space between. So then the header title, no, it's that. If I did a box around that one too, just to see what it would look like. So then the nav US. So then if I want to go overflow, wrap, normal, no, still bleeds. The header I think is bleeding. So on the header I say overflow, say flex. Wrap. Wrap. So now that wraps when they meet. There, we don't want that. We don't want to wrap when they meet. I want them. Why do you have so much spacing to the left? So I'm wrapping those. Align them center right from the center. Still none. Coordinates black. Hold up, his coding is fire? What? then it gets pushed off the screen right there. Why does it get pushed off the screen? So you upload a style. The list items. Wrap. Overflow. I don't know how to handle that. I don't know how to handle this. Oh, why does space between? So that's why you have space here. Gap. Huh. And you guys know why the nav is being pushed off? My nav is being pushed off the screen. Shrink. Small screen is good. Allow flex wrap on the. I don't want to allow wrapping on my header. Make sure no elements inside the header like. Flex wrap or wrap on the ULs. On the individual ULs themselves. Header not to take the full width. Header nav. Wants me to use this. Flex. Now that box is 100%. No, I don't want that. I like it pushed off to the side. I don't know why that. Oh, because there's a margin left on it. Is there a margin left on this? Color black, caps. Whatever, we'll have to figure it out later. Okay, so that's that. Nice. So I'll have to put some stuff into here. Job and degrees at bottoms. All right. Cool. So that's that. So then I'm going to just add in an additional, and under the job, right here, right? Job title. So right here, I'm going to insert a position. Right? I'm going to insert a position. I'm going to create a position.jsx. I'm going to go here, copy this. Go to position, paste that. Or no, go here, go function, position, props, paste that in, return. So we're gonna open up a div. Call this class name, position. Open this up. Take this and X. Set there. So then we'll put that there like so. I would say export default position. Okay. So this is class name props, not job title. Okay, and so then what we'll do is we're going to go to the job. We'll go here, import position from position. We take a position here. We're gonna add in to this position a job highlights 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Cool. And then what we'll do, go to the go to work experience. We remove so the job has the company name. Right, we have the job, the company name, and then a position with 3 highlights in it. We have to give a job title equals to test. We go to position, job title. Job underscore title. here, company name. I take these out of the job. And then in the position, there we go. Scientist 2 formulation coming with the positions. So now I can create multiple positions. Call this scientist 1 formulation chemistry. Call this scientist 1 contractor. Right. And then we have to give a, so let's go up, let's get rid of these first. So let's finalize what everything we need in the job. So we're going to give also the job timeline. Job start equals this. Job end equals to this. So start is going to be, for this one, I started January 2024, all of 2024. Yeah. Job end, current. Okay, and so then we'll go into the position title, job title, bold. Then we need to open up another paragraph here called name, job timeline, time frame, and we'll insert in here props dot start. Start. Ampersand NSBP. No, what is it called? NBSP. Through props dot job end to current. Okay. And so then how can I italics in HTML? Might gain 30 subs in one stream. MJ numbers out here. MJ numbers. Let's go. I is just a singular I. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have this be italics. We'll copy this entire thing, snip it right into there. Okay, and then we'll put his job time frame under the style for that institution. And so in job and degree, so this is institution. This is also going to be dot job timeline, time frame. Cool. Now we'll go here and give dot job time frame margin none. None. How do we make these come closer together? So I think of the bottom padding of this value. Degree, job title, job time frame. So job time frame. Could you do now? What if I make this go in line like I did here? So let's call it. I'm gonna remove a comma after this city here. I'm gonna make a italics, and I'm going to paste in permission year. Logan, Utah, December 2021. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to take the italic away from the city and state, placed it at the month. I guess I'll put back the comma. Do this. There. Logan, Utah, December 2021. So then I know how to do the same inline styling though of the here. So let's go to the position, job time frame, style, inline. So let me actually just remove this. Take this. Away. This away. This away. Now we have that. So we go ampersand. Oh, what was it? I forgot already. NBSP. Okay, scientist 2, formulation chemistry, January 2024 to current, like that. Position, degree. I'm going to give it this and see what it says about that. How did you learn JS and React? We're trying to do that right now. We're currently teaching ourselves. That's what we're doing right now. Avoid inside JSX instead of if I go like this, remove that. Oh, you don't need it. Oh, I thought you did. I'm gonna bring all those back. Let's say ampersand NBSP. Okay, so that replaced all of those. Space, space. Okay, so then in degree, I'm going to remove this. Just make it that. Logan Utah, December 2024, 2021. What happens if I... Okay. I don't need this. So if I just get rid of this paragraph, yeah, I didn't make that. So degree, position, just remove these paragraphs. There you go. Okay, that looks really good. What do you guys think about that? I think that looks good. Chemistry from University of Utah, December. Hey Matt, how's it going? Machine learning. We're gonna need to get into that ourselves here. We got a book here, Python Machine Learning, that we're gonna get into and read here soon. So make sure you subscribe and follow along if you want to stop in. And I read these books every single day on stream, and I need to get better at keeping going with the reading. I'm reading Data Structures and Algorithms in Python. We're on chapter 11. We're reading Fluent Python. We're on chapter, I think, 3. And then we'll hopefully we'll get into Python machine learning soon. So thank you guys truly for joining me here. We've gained over 30 subs today. It was awesome stream here so far. We've crossed over 2,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to give it my position here. Oh, wants us to use an array of highlights. Oh, so you can use a dynamic list of highlights. That's a good idea too. Awesome, Matt Have. I appreciate you coming in. I stream every single day. I work as a chemist. I have a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry. Is it magna cum laude? Is that how you pronounce it? We'll say How does this look for styling? Okay, whatever. All right, that looks good. I also started learning Python yesterday. I passed my 12th. Nice, dude. I highly suggest if you're learning Python to take the Harvard CS50P course along with reading the Python Crash Course by Eric Math's book. I have a copy of the PDF in my Discord link down below, as well as all my notes and a link to my video series where I'm currently uploading the try it yourself practice problems of the book. I've already read it and completed those problems, but I'm going back through and uploading solutions to them via video solutions for you guys to have for beginner level. So make sure you check those out. It's really, really great videos to get some basic breakdown of Python syntax and functions. All right, you guys. Cool. So we can successfully converted. So let's go here. Let's go. Okay, let's go here and go like this. Let's go git add, git commit. We'll say, let's say, hold on, where are we at? We're on dev react. Okay, good. So git commit -m converted into React.js with Node.js /byte. I'm gonna go git merge to merge git do you start on destination merge git do, yeah, so git dev. I've been teaching myself Python and programming for 11 months now. I have learned Python. I'm pretty, very well fluent in Python now. I've been able to write, full scale Tkinter GUI applications and backends and chroma plots. I recently released some projects the Python Tkinter GUI application for the small business manager, and then our full stack application using a front end and a Python backend with fast API, the chromaplot.com. Chromaplot.com is a cool one. It incorporates some of my chemistry knowledge into an algorithm for generating chromatography simulations. So you feel free to check that one out. I've got to make a demo video. So I'm going to make a demo video probably tomorrow and then upload that to the channel. Okay, so where are we at? We're on dev react. Okay, so we're going to go git checkout dev. I'm going to go git merge dev / react. Okay, now we're going to git push this. Cool. So now if I go git checkout main, all those go away. Good. Now our dev branch is up to date with our appropriate and so then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to I'm going to delete this I'm going to delete our pages directory. I'm going to delete our styles directory. I'm going to go git add here, git commit, removed old raw HTML. Git what? Your branch is up to date with origin/dev. Changes not staged for commit. Use git add/remove file to update what will be committed. What? Oh. Automatically saves all changes. Now I go to push. Okay, here we go. All right, now we are up to date with everything. All right, cool, you guys. So this is our current project where I'm building a portfolio site for myself. Hold on. All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys joining and hanging out with me today. Today was May 8th, 2025. We successfully converted over our raw HTML and CSS for our portfolio site into a React framework now. And we are going to start learning and using React to do these front ends rather than just raw instances. I like that we're using Legos to build these up. It's making things kind of faster as long as you set them up accordingly. I got to figure out how to link these pages next, and then we can go from there. So I really appreciate you guys joining me and hanging out with me so far. My plan is I'll have employment experience here, education experience here. I'll provide like a screenshot or a live feed of my GitHub contributions, like chart via like a screenshot of it, and then I'll provide a like a running feed of my LinkedIn as well. So you could have them both here on the homepage, and then the about will just be a custom little about myself, and then blog will be I'm thinking about doing monthly blog posts on my website just to have like my own personal thoughts, my own like what I want to accomplish that month for goals, thoughts, challenges, about this transition into tech and whatnot. Kind of like just an e-diary almost, or e-journal. We'll have a section for our projects and then a section for our community to showcase our Discord and our YouTube and everything. So I appreciate you guys so much for being here and joining me today. Today was a super, super successful stream as we crossed over 2,000 subs and we're over at 2010 already. So thank you guys truly for being here and hanging out with me. I love hanging out with you guys and coding with you every single day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow around 7 p.m. PST, just like normal.